still things you make calls on. Tweets were what birds did. But then, as now, there was a fascination with a certain Ronnie O'Sullivan. And here we are on the 30th anniversary. As far as Anthony McGill's concerned, the gloves are on for this match. He's got his carbon fibre cue, he's got his glove. He has.
Can't think that much is going to alter. The fan base is still there. Yeah, I mean, everything you mentioned is very interesting, the way you introduced McGill has invariably either been in there practicing or just sitting there watching someone else practice.
Round, it was a long road in those days to the venue. This is his 119th match he's played in this tournament alone. 5 years.
One. Getting onto a colour might have been an even bigger problem.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, what?
Yeah, I think that counts double, doesn't it? I mean, there was a time actually in the old ranking list at the World Champ Sessions, he got the verdict.
What?
Down, I think, via the green here. In fact, just straight in behind the green instead.
Anthony McGill, what? Foul and a miss.
It's almost the way that it happens so often around that two-cushion shot play. Yeah, it wasn't a fluke. Interesting that he didn't take the brown on. We're seeing a lot of players take those bolt colours to middle pockets to... Well, it could go wrong, and of course he's going to keep being put back if he keeps missing as well. Well, he's gone wider this time. He's gone wider. And that was the problem, you see. Well, McGill has definitely won the safety exchange in this opening frame.
He struggled a bit. They played recently in China. In the international score heavily enough. Lost 6-2.
No.
I was thinking, though, the first year club, didn't he?
He did. He was one of the gloved players of that era. There were a few. Still not quite sure why players wearing a glove at any other point. So maybe it was just the conditions we were playing in. Well, that's not a very favourable kiss. I mean...
Thanks, Anthony.
So made a good recovery there. We would have been very frustrated had that.
Yeah, Alan McManus was saying he went recently to the unit in Glasgow where McGill. It's not a snooker club where there are distractions. It's a purpose-built facility. I'm away now, just settle into proceedings. I remember.
47.
One thing about snooker, and it becomes a bit of a cliche, a very consummate frame here, almost perfect frame, dare I say. You think of a perfect frame.
62.
And he's still going. If McGill wins this UK Championship, we'll turn up at the Scottish Open. There'll be about 20 players with, with one of those carbon fibre cues. He might be starting.
71. $75.
Well, the one thing about it, using a different one, and the only way to overcome that is putting in a lot of practice. And as I say, that's what he's been doing. In the end, your muscle memory and your instinct will change and get used to the. He looks absolutely superb in this break. Maybe it's giving him something else to think about.
91. $94.
Well, we heard the excitement in the
98.
crowd as Ronnie O'Sullivan was introduced, but in the main, in this frame, of the century.
103.
Beautifully constructed.
109.
Yeah, the 30th anniversary. Sullivan's first youth.
116.
He hopes so, and if he carries on like that, it may well happen. 116 the clearance. He's another one of these players who we sort of think of as a top 16 player. He has been, of course, in the 16, currently 20.
Because even here he's in a spot of bother from the break-off shot. Very interesting.
Reputation it has when you hear about it. Oh, they're putting the work in. They're not doing anything other than playing snooker. You know they're prepared properly. Of course.
Foul. And a miss.
Goodness me, I mean, if it's called a miss here, we'll be here all day, I think. Well, as we always say, he does miss, and that might be costly.
1. $7.
He found enough to get on that bottom right. That's an excellent shot. And if he's quite
13. $21.
Event. He's also been a semi-finalist at the International Championship, quarter-finalist at the Wuhan Open, but he's withdrawn from
29. Cheers, Ronnie, thanks. 37.
to whatever colour he plays on.
45.
Yeah, it always leads to a problem, but with the brown still close at hand, it should be. Well, it looked a certainty, didn't it? Well, disappointing end to that break.
4.
Got lucky, actually.
Very much so, Dave. Yeah, I mean, a whole bunch of reds over the only red that he could pot. Well, obviously that was not the red he tried to hit. It was the very more so than that.
1. Seven.
Last day, where he lost to Kyron and Ronnie beat Selby.
15.
Different about it, and that frame was just one of the most unbelievable things I've seen that he lost.
20.
Still early in the match, but this feels a frame of but even that will not be easy. With the black not potable to left corner, this red.
35. $41.
Yes, you also want to get fairly close to these.
49.
Fly in anyway. This looks...
Anthony McGill,
a
56.
good closing shot in that break. Feels he can. I think he played that shot. It's very well done as well. It's an excellent.
Foul and a miss.
Yeah, this is granite snooker, isn't it, from McGill?
That's all he can really achieve here. He hasn't got that part of it at all.
2.
He couldn't have put it. Whatever happens in this
Fine.
match, you know, O'Sullivan knows that he should have won this frame.
But
9.
also, we've seen a lot of players come out against O'Sullivan in a big tournament and break through when he's had to, with good safety, and then he's taken the chances when they come along.
40.
Very strong start this by the Scot.
Anthony McGill, 14.
So
And the
Anthony
frame.
McGill making the early running here.
Reds try and send it into a position of great difficulty for McGill. But,
quite tight.
given that you're not really going to play to the bulk end because of the red up there, I mean, it's not a problem. Now, I suppose that just adds a bit of normality to the frame from now. Sullivan push.
Cheers. One.
The chances are, but of course, if you're ever going to go into the bunch, I think there was the
7.
Well, the initial pot was brilliant, and he wasted no time trying to make things happen, get the balls open.
14.
Yeah, he felt he could only play that shot. It was well, enough to stop him potting it. That's frustration there.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 14.
He just, once again, got out of position to...
1.
McGill obviously will... Kind of a mystery, I think, with McGill. Why? Because he's clearly a terrific player.
8. $15.
Well, that wasn't part of the plan, but if the red...
Anthony McGill.
Yeah, the miss has
20.
come, and it's not really left anything to the point where he didn't play it at all. Could really do with this frame, O'Sullivan. I don't think there was no assumption he was going to win, but quite honestly, it's been quite a one-sided match in these.
He might at the start of this frame, but break didn't come to much. At the moment, it's about digging in here.
But as you say, it's a question of just getting frames on the board, digging in, taking these sort of chances when they come, because he's on the red. It happened.
One.
That looks okay.
8.
From here now. Keeble's going to have to motor to get round for the reds.
$11.
Very nice shot, that. Very nice.
Competitive, he can't possibly have won the amount that he has done without
19.
being that way.
That'll do.
$27. $33.
So now with the 2 open reds.
41.
Yeah, very welcome frame this one, because you just had a bad feeling if you were an out. But I think the shot, initial shot where he played to just pop the pink, permissibly, maybe a better shot than it looked. It made all these things happen, and maybe not the most O'Sullivan-like ball in the match, but win it he has.
57.
Just needed a frame.
$64. Thanks. $67.
The match, he's been made to work for these. McGill has looked good so far.
71.
I don't think he's ever used the rest so much as he has in this frame.
Cheers.
Seen all the same.
76. 82.
Match. But after an hour's play,
89.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, he's on the scoreboard with that sparkling 89 clearance.
One is probably a reflection of what we see in the first 3. We haven't seen frame 4 yet, but McGill has been the better player of the... McGill's safety has been good today. Although this looks good for O'Sullivan. Target ball in behind yellow. That is a terrific shot. Close. Drifting near a pocket. I think he had a good look at them and he looks to have played it pretty well. Okay, he's hit the brown.
So this frame, 7.5 minutes old.
This looks good. It's in this match. Well, this one doesn't look very good at all for Ronnie.
1.
Just flicked to red on the way through.
Well, that's how far he got.
Anthony McGill 1.
That's a very serious. Very. It's a very big chance that's come his way through, well, not his own good.
8. $14. $20.
Off a cushion. Yeah, well, he's ended up on the key red because that.
27.
No, and also, I mean, without sort of going back to the old.
34.
Anyway, McGill had his chance, didn't he? And it was noticeably delighted with 2-2 because he was frozen out largely with the first two.
$42. $50.
It's been a good one. Did make an error or two. As you're seeing, though, O'Sullivan's not done much wrong. Pot success very high. I expect it
58.
to remain that way because McGill.
Yeah, I mean, we've said O'Sullivan
66.
set up nicely for the second half. For many of them, it might be the first time they get to see one in the flesh. Obviously, from his perspective.
74. $82.
So he's just sort of broken free of the shackles that he was put in. Oh, the red has stayed out. But 89. Hawkins or Tepchara knew they're up this evening. Just a reminder that overall head-to-head coming in was 7-1 to O'Sullivan, the one that McGill, but he didn't make the most of it in that last frame. He got the chance. And Mr. Yellow, pot success is favouring O'Sullivan.
Caught this too thin, but whether he's left anything. Yeah, easy backspin, going around the back of the reds. This around the angle, not close to a red, however.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
brilliant safety shot to hit it first time, even better. Could be a big fluke, that. I mean, it was a dangerous. Didn't get very close to that. Not very close at all. No, on the first option. So now that it's gone in, black free. When
yeah, McGill's long game has let him down really. The attempts at the long reds to get in have not been coming off.
9.
Give a scoring chance to. Obviously, O'Sullivan top of that centuries list. In fact, he's made 152 centuries in.
23.
Plenty in the middle of the table here without too much.
31.
Yes, and even the red up.
I
think it was a better shot building all the time. McGill has been kept quiet. You know, either side of this mid-session is
45.
You know, he's the better player. Not anymore, I wouldn't say. Safety's been good, but 1 or 2 errors have crept in.
53.
Then, and it'll be 3 on the spin.
59.
Yeah, the chance looked a good one.
What he could afford to do, well, I don't think it matters now, but he already...
66.
You speak about O'Sullivan's raw talent. He still plays the game. You know, as years ago he won this title. Anyway, he's done enough to
Ronnie
get to the lead.
66. And the frame.
Yeah, pretty swift. Best of 11 for a place in the last 16 here at the Barbican.
One. That's good.
Six.
I think he has to go into them now. I can't believe he wanted too low for comfort. Yeah.
14.
Well, good signs here. As he cans into the pink and loses his way completely. Well, there were good signs until that shot. Any other event on UK soil since the World Championship.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 90.
Been prioritising China. Anyway, that break is over.
Set up towards that pocket, but no, he decides against it. You know, I think you've got to be sure about it. Just a few signs of McGill's game. I think this time he's playing one.
difference, certainly, in terms of getting in, setting up these chances. Well, he was looking good.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
If you like, not putting ball for a while. Anyway, the plant maybe helped. So now what has he got? This is a moment where he has to
find the arena and getting distracted, so let's see if he is ready to take this chance. You sort of feel he will be, even though he has struggled the last half an hour or so.
Together.
I guess the phone going off wouldn't have helped,
Anthony
but
McGill. 11.
the breaks have come to an end.
1.
Well, it's one of those frames where they...
In 2 attempts. Is that going to come back to bite him?
It's about regaining focus. McGill has got an unexpected chance. He struggled for the last sort of 40 minutes in this match.
Seven.
Awkward. Black not potable. Getting the pink on his spot would be very handy. Because I think O'Sullivan was interested in that from the ready. Played that well to finish there.
Anthony McGill, 23.
Can both players sails a little bit.
Well, what a shot that is. He actually got into the white there.
Anthony McGill,
Didn't get in behind the yellow.
For the 2-cushion glance, and he was never going to hit it. I'm not even sure with any certainty which
foul.
Reddy was trying to. Oh, that's like a carbon copy of the last shot.
Foul, the miss.
Adjustment required. This isn't going to change. He's not going to hit this anytime soon, I don't think. And as I say, these points. He's gradually getting closer, but he still hasn't hit it, basically. Well, you can see what he was trying to do, and I suppose getting there in the end. It would be a warning of some kind. Anyway, I think he, you know what I think he did there? I believe that the
Ronnie
2 reds
O'Sullivan
might be a plant.
Foul in the miss.
Surely he gets warned here, does he not? As I understand. I suppose that just... At the moment, they're both scrambling around looking for the next ball to pot.
One.
So despite his many problems,
Nine.
And it will probably come down to... He don't want to be straight, of course. That's okay. The two slide along. Well, that surely isn't going to drop.
Anthony McGill, 14. One. Thank you.
Just played out into an area there, no doubt, and the area of the brown. He's got to keep his concentration.
7.
it's not been the most aesthetic.
I'll go as far as to say it's been a pretty horrible frame, David. Not so much that the balls have gone awkwardly, but both players, but they all count. And the fact that O'Sullivan is going to win it is the biggest and most significant moment of it.
Feel really significant when there's been a lot of chances.
19.
It's a bit of a hammer last red, left it hanging in the jaws of the pocket.
25.
And O'Sullivan has taken advantage.
34 on the frame.
And there's the reaction from the crowd. They'd love to see him win the frame in this race to 6.
One.
That was nice. There was a lot of distance to cover. Oh, this is a good shot. I know that he's a wonderful positional player, but he's landed the...
5.
Yeah, he can get in behind that and then open the red. So the next shot is very key. I mean, it's one where reds will spread out much.
30. $21.
I think our championship performance changed over the years. After that, he didn't play at all, but he tends to usually
28.
get over the first hurdle. Take a grip on this match.
Well, I think he can after that shot.
36.
Yeah, I mean, that last frame, it was a test of concentration, but he won it, so at least...
41. 42.
Thinking about the first shot that McGill played here, that red to left corner in this frame, on the back of that sticky didn't. Okay, Ronnie did put a good opening red up into the green pocket, but it's almost like McGill is clear about things that Ronnie's now making.
48.
Strong chance of...
54.
Yeah, I just think winning that frame... I'm not sure what he played there. I thought he was going to... arm at the moment. He wants to leave it there.
Ronnie
If someone like a
O'Sullivan,
Mark
61.
Selby in this situation, he'd be looking to nail every...
One.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And you feel... 65 in front, so one more red needed. Not there, though. It was a slight
O'Sullivan,
stretch. Yeah.
Doesn't want to be on the blue, then it will not really be enough. Here.
Had to pot it. Needs snookers now. Two of them.
Anthony McGill, 1.
And he's left an initial...
Last couple, the complete opposite.
1.
It's almost like he, in losing that earlier, get them back, he's missing pots by a long way. Generally, he doesn't look up for the match as much now as he was.
Well, he's just not scoring. He's not a mate.
9. Thanks.
To win this title at 17 was remarkable. 48th birthday would be remarkable. He'd be the oldest and the youngest UK champion.
2. 23.
He hasn't done it yet, but he could. And the fact that he's still in contention to be the oldest winner of these events, the greatest of all time now, without any real doubts about it. Not only the
32.
The tournaments he's won that he's chalked up, but there's never really been anyone
35.
quite like this in snooker.
No, and there may never be again. And that's why watching him, appreciating his incredible achievements.
39.
The crowd certainly here today. I mean, it hasn't been the highest standard. And they'll enjoy seeing him win one more frame because that's all he needs now
44.
to get this one. Pretty good at 2-0. Struggling
44.
now, and O'Sullivan's taken advantage. And Ronnie O'Sullivan...
I'm afraid that was a mile out again, and that's, as I say, it's that by a proverbial mile.
1.
And now it's gone from a really tight game. Situations like this from the front all his career, and there's no reason to think that he mightn't do the same.
Bashir Brissell has an outside
15.
chance. Mark Allen, of course, has been knocked out.
$21.
In frame 2, and then nothing over 30.
The reds all lined up down the centre of the table here, very invitingly. Next positional shot, I think, has really got into the cue ball. That was not as planned, I can tell you. Very nice, beautiful rest shot. Now, something we don't think about O'Sullivan with the rest.